everyone. So today we'll be talking about why those with autism always like the same things, especially over and over again. It's like, do they want to eat the same foods like pizza over and over every day for dinner? Or can they prefer something different like a steak or maybe even a pasta? But it seems like they never like different things. Even though it's great to experience different things instead of doing the same things over and over. Anyway, here we go. People with autism frequently tend to lean toward familiar things because of a deep need for consistency and routine, which can offer comfort in a situation that they may feel chaotic. The habit of seeking sameness can help relieve anxiety and give them a greater sense of control over their surroundings. And let's go over the understanding repetitive interest in autism and the nature of repetitive interest. So here we go. So people with autism frequently show a strong desire toward particular interests or activities. So this tendency is referred to as restricted interests and represents one of the main defining features of autism. Such interests tend to be passionate and concentrated, often resulting in expanding expertise in certain subjects like trains, animals, or just various hobbies. And so let's go over the reasons for preference. So one of them is definitely comfort and predictability. So taking part in well-known activities offers a feeling of comfort and consistency to where that can frequently feel like it's too much to handle. This consistency helps lower anxiety and creates a secure environment for individuals. And then the second one is sensory regulation. So, most autistic individuals deal with anxiety, elevated sensory sensitivities. Concentrating on particular interests can assist in managing sensory overload by offering a controlled and pleasant and comfortable sensory experience. And then another one is cognitive processing. So with this one, repetitive interests may additionally support cognitive processing. These activities enable individuals to deeply engage with the topic, improving their comprehension and ability to contain information. So let's go over the social implications. All right. So these hobbies can act as a link for social interaction, even though they can occasionally result in social difficulties. Opportunities for social interaction and peer connections can be helped by having a common interest. So, supporting autistic people in their social and personal development requires an understanding of these preferences and a lot of patience for sure. In fact, at 6 years old, I had even always disliked change, such as the change in routines. So every time I would cry and get frustrated over them, my father would tell me, "Buddy, things change." Then he would talk me a bit after this topic so I can really understand more about the change. After he would tell me this and taught me, I would then start to calm down little by little, gradually. Then I would not only cry to the changes made when my father or my former stepmom, named Rachel at the time, back when I was younger, would come pick me up at the classroom or outside the classroom back when I was going to school, but I would cry about changes due to whether something will be done on time or not. Yes, I would even cry over this too, over this type of change. And this is an example of OCD. which is prevalent within the autistic community. For example, I would get used to dinner being ready at a certain time. But if dinner was ready a little later instead of on time, I would cry about this change because as I was always used to the same repetitive routine. So if I were to cry about the situation along with being hungry, Dad would tell me, Austin, don't worry, dinner will be ready soon. It's just taking a little longer. So my father telling me stuff like this every time when I would cry about change got me used to change even more, if you know what I mean. At least now I no longer cry over change anymore because thanks so much to my dad, of course, and at least I also know that if I were to still like the same things such as food, routines, activities, or no matter what it is, then I would probably be bored. It would be boring. Like life would be boring that way. So, I wonder if those with autism also know that if everything's the same, then the world and life would be boring. Like, don't you all love it when you get to explore different things generally, like no matter what it is? Who out there in the world is so used to doing and liking the same thing over and over again and never even want to give life the chance to give them the opportunity to explore more and even see what a different routine could be like? Maybe if you try, at least try in the first place, that can be a new routine. Hey, well, you never know till you try it, right? So I always enjoy trying new things, especially routines, sure, as I never even let life and even the world bore me with the same things over and over again. So come on, there's no need to be upset over different things and changes. Be proud of it all. Enjoy it and explore it. And maybe you can do that new thing over and over again. Plus, my father even told me when I was even much younger that not everything will be the same. And that not everything will be set in stone. Everything can always change. So do not let change bring you down. And yes, I'm saying it to you too, just like how my father told me when I was much younger. So anyway, don't forget, please also leave me a like, give me a thumbs up, and a subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. And reminder, as I always say, as an autism motivational speaker who's in the process of inspiring many of those with autism worldwide, if you want me to speak about autism at your school, autism workplace, business or organization, event, club, no matter where you're at, either virtually or in person, please click the link in my bio to book me to do so. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget, change is okay. Change is good. Give it yourself a try. Hope this helps. Later.